Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Wow, welcome back. This is the NgoVo ConVo podcast. I'm Veronica Vo, and I'm joined by Harrison No. He's that way, over there. Just, he's just pointing a lot.
Yep.
And we're both just here wanting an excuse to talk about anything that entertains us. And we're actually cleaning up our never-ending backlog today. Officially cleaning it up on this channel. Because some would say it's two people conversing.
Like NgoVo ConVo and Jujutsu Kaisen right above my head.
Wow. Genius.
Thank you.
You can watch every episode on YouTube or listen to it as a podcast by searching up NgoVo ConVo on your podcast service of choice. We're everywhere. Anywhere and everywhere. Anywhere. Everywhere.
Everywhere.
Just search us up.
All the podcasts.
Also, this video is sponsored by Olipop, but more on that later in the episode. And this is episode 146 of, I don't know. We're basically reviewing Jujutsu Kaisen, the manga.
You just wanted an excuse to talk about it.
Yeah, and I just wanted an excuse to talk about it because I was upset. Still am. But the manga officially ended September 30th, so, we both read it. Got to sleep on it for a month.
Yeah, actually, yeah.
Basically. And it will be spoilery, so you do have to finish the manga. You do have to know what's going on at least. So if you didn't finish reading, go ahead, go read it, come back to us. It's only like 270 something chapters or something. Easy peasy.
Easy,
but
I think.
Harrison, as we were both reading the last few chapters of Jujutsu Kaisen, I just wanted your thoughts.
Okay.
How did you feel?
Okay, when we say last few chapters, like, are we...
I'm saying, like, the last, 5 to 10 chapters.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Like those, last...
Okay.
Yeah, not that far back.
Felt like... Oop, something just ran. Oh, that's weird. Felt like he just wanted... Akutami just wanted to just say...
End it.
Yep. He's like, end me. I'm done. Yeet. Here's the ending, I think.
That's how I feel, too. Do you think it was rushed?
Oh, absolutely.
Do you feel like it was rushed?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I feel like the second half of the manga at this point rushed.
No,
I don't remember anyone.
Because everyone died.
Or if
killed off everyone.
And the ones that stayed alive, I'm like, remember how Maki was talking? No, Maki was talking to some people. I don't remember who they were. But then my wife had to remind me. She's like, oh no, they were from the culling. Like she fought them. I'm like, oh, see, I don't remember. No impact.
Yeah, because so much happened during the culling games.
Yeah.
But then, I bring up Nobara because, she was gone for 200 chapters or something, 100 some odd chapters. It was crazy. And then she just came back. Yeah.
Yeah, it's weird.
No, it's a little weird. I did not, Jujutsu Kaisen started off so strong. I had hope. Back in COVID days that this would be a good manga.
Yeah.
Now my thoughts have changed a little bit.
It had a very promising start, and I think that's unfortunately, I think it's a trend for a lot of manga, long running, right?
Yeah.
They build it up so much, and then all of a sudden you just kind of realize, oh,
it kind of falls off a little bit. But I also think he had a lot of pressure on him, on Gege.
Mm-hmm.
But some of the things he did throughout the manga, I think he was just doing it to piss us off at one point.
Yeah, it did feel like that. It also just felt like, oh, okay. There are some times. Okay, how far do we want to go back? Actually, we're just gonna go back.
We could just do the whole thing.
Manga's done,
yeah,
right?
The manga's done.
We're gonna do the most glaring thing. I think this is when it really started. Okay. I think this is when I fully noticed it was Sukuna versus Gojo. How it ended.
Yeah. Yes.
I legit thought there was a chapter missing.
No, I remember that because Harrison, he like was texting me and he was like, did I miss something?
Did I miss a chapter? Should
like,
I have a different site?
Yeah. He's like, should I reread something somewhere? No, but you are totally right. That something was missing. Something like, I think like online, everyone was like, something happened off screen and he just didn't want to put it on paper.
Yeah, it's just, that's where it first happened because I was like, oh, cool. That's the thing. And then all of a sudden, oh, he's dead.
I think he killed Gojo off just to piss everyone off.
No, he was just upset that his wife would leave him for Gojo.
I mean, I would too.
Wasn't that a thing? Wasn't that like...
Yeah.
Like his wife actually liked Gojo
He said it in the interview.
Yeah, okay. And then all of a sudden he's like, well, now that you say that, bye-bye.
I have all the power. That was a good starting point of it going downhill.
That's when it became very apparent. Like I was like, okay, now I have to kind of keep up
because the culling games weren't that bad.
No,
that bad
I think
at all.
I was just There's another thing where I think this is just another issue of like, it got very complex with the power system, and that's a whole nother.
It felt very like Hunter x Hunter.
It felt
based.
very Hunter x Hunter, like
yeah. But I think when Gojo died, I died as well. I'm just kidding. Kidding, but not kidding. When I finished the manga, in my head, I'm like, Gojo could have gotten like one of the best like arcs, like character arcs, because he's such like a tragic character.
Mm-hmm.
Outside of being hot and really like overpowering, but like if you overlook those two items, like you can just tell he's just a super tragic character, and I kind of wish he was kept alive. That's one of my
but like
cons.
Yes, and then I think that's the main, like I think the main thing is that it felt like he kind of was backed into a corner, and I think we talked about this where what else can you do with Gojo?
Yeah,
because
it's not like he could have done something outside of powers. I mean, he kind of showed post-death like flashbacks of Gojo, and like Gojo would be saying stuff, but like I feel like that does not fully put a bow on who Gojo really is.
That's fair.
Yeah. But that's just me.
Yeah, sure. No, I agree. I guess I just don't know how I would do it.
Yeah.
Personally.
Yeah.
So, but I'm gonna go over some other stuff where I feel like it was rushed in the sense of Kenjaku.
Oh, that was yes.
Like, it just felt
that one fight was weird.
The one it was interesting, right? I think it was interesting because it was like, okay, it totally flipped. Like, okay, I did not expect this to be like this kind of fight, and I think that's just kind of that in and of itself kind of. I like to think it helped give some scope of like what you can do with jujutsu powers and all that, and how far it can go. Like, it could be super left field, but it just felt like the scheme just kind of just hit. He had this whole plot, his whole thing. He started the whole calling. He did this whole plan. And it just got sidetracked. It was literally benched, and then that was it.
And we never heard of it again.
Yeah.
From my memory of reading. Yeah.
Because it was so focused on we gotta beat Sukuna, and then now we have this ending of like, oh, how we feel about Sukuna. I was like, cool. Is that it?
Yeah.
Like,
and then in the final chapters, there's like a body of like that looks like Ghetto.
Yeah.
But like there's no face to it, so I'm just like,
because the speech bubble is covering it, right?
Yes. Yes.
As like a at that
as
point when
tease.
as a tease, because I think it was more like, I think Akutami was really just like, he was trying to give people a rounded out ending, but then he didn't give it to some specifically Gojo as a joke, possibly. But Gojo's dead. It's fine. I get it. It's fine.
Yeah, it's fine.
But it just
cut
felt
in half. It's fine.
It just felt like it was just like all of a sudden now we are saying goodbye to all these characters, and like it just It, like you said, it felt rushed and just felt very unfinished. I think that's the main thing. It just felt lacking.
Yeah.
It's rounded out. It rounded out, technically.
No, it technically did.
Like, congrats, everyone got a happy ending. I guess.
Did you wish it was like a sadder ending? Did you wish like more people died? He killed off so many people.
It's no, just like, I know we joked about it. I know we joked about it offline. It's like, oh, I can't wait for this brutal ending. Because it was going towards that direction. But it does feel weird that it's this kind of ending. I think that's the main thing. If anything, I would have taken the brutal ending, like, of everyone but one person dead, because it was already going towards that direction. But I also think that
the trio should have died. The trio should have died.
No, I think
Nobara was...
I think one of them... I think Yuji... I think it would have hit harder if Nobara stayed dead.
Yep.
And Megumi and Yuji had to do a final thing, and Megumi died. And then Yuji is like sentenced to something. But
yeah,
I don't think all of them had to die. But I think it would have been like if he was going towards this despairing route already. It just feels like there's no. It just feels like the anime is already darker, not super darker, not like Berserk or like Goblin Slayer,
Yeah,
but it just feels.
No, I agree. The tone of it.
The tone just feels weird. I think that's the main issue for me. It's like abrupt and tonal shift is just super left field.
Yeah, no, I totally agree.
Not saying that, like, yes, we had the comedian fight and that was a tonal shift, but it was a breather, in my opinion.
It was also just kind of like in an awkward spot. Well, not an awkward spot. It was just kind of like.
I think the pacing was just weird. I think it was just like the ordering things is weird, but I don't think it was awkward itself. But yes, I think the spot of where we were at, because it felt like we were jumping.
It was jumping back and forth between like the culling games to like this weird fight.
But I think it's like we were already jumping a lot with perspectives already, honestly. Mm-hmm. Yeah. After Yuji gets oh my god, why can't I remember his name all of a sudden? His senpai that like does the gambling mechanic.
Oh, I forget his name. Oh shoot, it's at the tip of my tongue.
I love that it's the top one.
I know.
Hikari.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Because I think he's great. But I feel funny. Like after that, it started like being very like, because they usually had a plan of like, okay, how are you going to deal with stuff? Then give like a side perspective of what's happening on the side. And then we go back to the main, like, okay, what are the main group doing? Yeah.
No, I totally agree. But before we continue on our rant, we're going to take a quick break, talk about our sponsor. This episode is sponsored by Olipop, the soda your gut will thank you for. Yes, I'm talking to you, all of you. All right, have you ever missed that classic soda pop feeling? You know, the fizz, the flavor, but without the sugar crash and the guilt trip? Yeah, me too, you too, Harrison too? All of us. That's why I'm introducing to you Olipop, the soda that's bursting with flavor and good for you too. I actually have my favorite one here, strawberry vanilla. But the other weird one that I enjoyed was banana cream. I know, it's weird, super weird, but this is my favorite. Number 1, because it only has 3 grams of sugar per can, plus it has 9 grams of prebiotic fiber. And you know what you need with fiber? To use the restroom. Hee. But yeah, that means that you're going to have a happy and healthy gut with every sip. And it looks like that they took everything we loved about classic soda and upgraded to a modern, healthy conscience person. Like you, like me, like Harrison. My co-partner. My co-host. That's not here right now. So ditch the compromise and experience the soda revolution for yourself. Don't forget to use our promo code NgoVo15, NgoVo15 to get 15% off your first order on drinkolipop.com. Wow, and we're back.
Amazing.
Drink your Olipop.
I'm thirsty now, thanks.
Thirsty. Not drinking our Olipop, but, you know, water's good too.
Yeah.
But it was just like kind of unsatisfying that he brought back Nobara.
Like last minute. But it felt like he should have, if he was gonna bring her back, felt like they should have brought her back actually right before Sukuna.
Right. Yep. That's what I was thinking. Because they needed her then.
Like he was trying, it felt like it was like doing twists for the sake of doing twists at that point.
Do you feel like he was obviously he was backed in a corner, but also do you feel like after at least some parts of the culling game, like he just didn't know where he was going? Because that's how I felt.
I think it was just more like, just felt more like during the culling games at least, right? We keep going back to this because I feel like this is when it started getting messy. Not in retrospectively, I think that's when it got messy.
No, that's what, yeah.
Because they had to split up so many people, give different perspectives.
It was like, what, 5 teams or something? And like 10 like different perspectives? Something weird like that.
Nobara had a fight, Megumi had a fight, Juji had a fight. Oh, and then we had to follow a Hikari. Then we had to also follow Maki.
Yep.
It was a lot. But then everyone got like the power-ups where everyone went through some stuff.
Yeah.
So... I don't know if I think he just got caught in this web of like, okay, here's all these things that happen. Because I felt like it was fine. It was cool to see. Again, maybe when this gets adapted for the anime, it may be cleaner. Because I say this as like, we're going to go to Attack on Titan as an example. I think Attack on Titan got cleaned up from the manga. At least on the last part. A little bit,
yeah. Yes.
So
the last part.
I think it was a bit easier to follow. Because they'll do the transition. And it's just even easier to see like, oh, here's a flip of scenery and blah, blah, blah. Here's all this stuff. So that's my hope. But I don't think it's not exactly he didn't know at that point. I think he just, once it got to, I think it was like the switch to, okay, now we're fighting Sukuna.
Yeah, because I feel like Sukuna has like one of the best endings. Because
at least even
for a villain.
Yeah. Because even like before then, like, oh, they were trying to deal with Kenjaku. At least that was pertaining to like the overall plot. The flow makes sense of like, okay, now they have to also deal with Kenjaku.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden it just flips. That's how it felt.
Yeah, I agree. That point. Yeah. Because they did flip to Sukuna. Yeah. Because he came out of like, it's not like he didn't come out of nowhere, but he also did come out of nowhere.
Yeah. That's when it
because he was kind of like,
this is also
find my fingers and eat my fingers and like.
Yeah, and it's just like, and this is again like based on my memory of like how we read weekly because we were reading weekly at this point.
Yeah, we were.
I pitched to Veronica this. I'm like, what if we did reread this and do it arc by arc, and then give it time to like actually like read it as like the intentional section that it was
an arc.
Yeah. Maybe it would be different because this is also us reading week by week, and then like
that's something good to think of because
he had breaks at times, or he had random like weeks that he's like, oh, this week I'm no new Jujutsu Kaisen, which is fine.
He had like a month break at some point.
Yeah.
You do bring up a good point about us reading it weekly, and like we could potentially might have like a better thought about it if we read it in book.
It's just like regardless though, no matter what, that doesn't change that the ending to me is just rushed and just kind of. It just felt unfinished and just very lacking, in my opinion.
Yeah. Well, the joke is that he wanted to end at the same time as My Hero Academia.
Because they're best buddies.
I've
read like the joke is like they're besties, and they're like, and he's like, oh, he's done, so I should finish this too.
Yeah, I should be done too.
Yeah. I think also like, so this is what I've also read, and this is just my guess, is like over time, originally I don't think he wanted to he didn't want to have a high school setting. Period.
No, yeah.
And I think we talked about this, or you mentioned this to me, or I've read this somewhere. But essentially, I think
we read it somewhere. We talked about it offline.
Okay. Yeah, because that to me makes sense of like, okay, he's probably got tired too over time. We don't know. Like, this is all speculation at this point.
Like, I think from what I've read, he did not want it to be school setting, but I think he went along with it for too long and introduced, these second years and like this other school and gojo and like, all the masters and principals and stuff that I think kind of also cornered him.
Yeah. But then he broke out of it, I feel like. With the Colin game, they kind of just said, all right, screw all this. So I think he was able to get out of it. I'm just saying, like, I guess that was part of it. But as I talk about it more, he was able to write himself out of it. So it's not like it was exactly school setting.
Yeah, but then the ending kind of like put them back.
It did. No, it put him back. It put him just back into like this, like essentially Jujutsu society, right?
Yeah.
I say Jujutsu, but you know what I mean.
They're whatever. But it's interesting. Sukuna having a better ending than Gojo. I knew that would happen, but like...
I knew he liked Sukuna more.
I know! I was like, ugh.
Yeah.
And then he gives us like the middle finger from Sukuna for one of the ending panels. And I'm like, is this for us or is this for you?
It's for him.
Yeah.
And maybe some like rounded out endings for some people we may like.
Who knows?
Maybe
no, but I just
maybe we'll reread. Maybe I'll reread and give a better idea after a year.
Yeah, maybe we should reread. Maybe we should bulk read the arcs. It just kind of like
we'll see
where it goes. Who knows?
We'll see.
But this is kind of like us sitting on it for like a whole month and like thinking about it. So it's been a while. But I am hoping the anime MAPPA will fix some stuff.
Oh, same.
Yeah.
I hope so.
I'm curious. I'm wondering if they will. They did it once. I'm sure they can do it again.
I think they could do it again. But we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see. There's nothing to really go off of right now. Other than like Attack on Titan.
But Harrison, do you have anything else? Any other thoughts?
No. I think it just felt lacking. That's all.
Yeah.
I wanted more.
Agreed.
But okay, I wanted more, but it wasn't like the way it was going. I didn't know if I wanted more of that. So I think that's the best way to say it. There
was like at one point there was like 10 chapters back to back where people kept dying.
Yeah, and I'm like, okay, cool.
And it was just like one person got cut and then like another one got cut. All I could do was laugh at that point. I was like, who's next?
Yep.
Who's next on the chopping
block? I was just like, I'll just take it.
But so sad. So much potential for some characters. But it'll be okay.
It's fine.
Because there's still anime. Yes. But that's all I have. Is that all you have, Harrison?
That's all I
got. Because we could rant on for
another 10 minutes, but I think that's enough.
I think that's enough. But thanks for tuning in. You can follow us on all of our socials at NgoVo ConVo and NgoVo ConVo. If you're on YouTube, comment down below your thoughts of the ending of Jujutsu Kaisen. Let us know if we should just like bulk read it. Because if you did that and then you have a better perspective of it, well, let us know. Like this video, smash that subscribe button. Don't forget to check out other stuff on our channel. Everything. And yeah, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.